Welcome to Boost Media Management Efficiencies. I'm your host, Courtney Adams, a sales representative with Advantage. For the past 10 years, I have worked in the media buying software industry, which has afforded me an opportunity to speak to a countless amount of agencies, media management teams, and media buyers. With Advantage, an agency gets a fully integrated product where media professionals can manage the life cycle of an order from start to finish. Two key features in Advantage, the Media Manager and the Digital Campaign Manager, allow an agency to track, analyze, and report on media orders after they're created. Today, I will show you how using the Media Manager and the Digital Campaign Manager will help you not only reduce agency liability, increase agency transparency, but also streamline your workflow, thus, as promised in the title, boosting your media management efficiencies. So let's get started. The Media Manager in Advantage funnels a ton of data points into a centralized location, from plans and order creation, billing and invoices, to everything in between. There's also a lot of actionable items within this feature that I'll show you today. Once the order is created, in the Media Manager, I can customize my search criteria. So maybe I want to pick all my media types for all my active campaigns in the system. However, for the sake of this webinar, I'm going to drill down to just one campaign. The Media Manager is a really effective tool for agencies not only to track and analyze the life cycle of an order, but also to make any necessary changes to the order. You can even provide approvals to other team members because what you do in the Media Manager is communicated throughout our integrated system. Without this tool, in order to make the changes you need to an order, you may have to go into the individual order or even line by line, and that can be way too time-consuming. There are a lot of customization opportunities within Advantage because we understand that agencies may have different needs, even down to what data points you may need to see in your Media Manager. So we have created columns right here for every field that is available on an order, or really anything an order may touch. To show you how this works, I'm going to pick on this target audience column and just pop it into my grid wherever I'd like it. As you can see, there is some data coming in immediately when I added this column into my grid. And in this case, that information is coming directly from my media plan for this vendor. However, in Advantage, with the Media Manager, data is flowing in and out of this particular feature throughout our entire product line. And this is a really cool feature in Advantage, so I can actually update my order on the fly. All I have to do is get that information into the system. I can put it in by typing it in, or to save time, I can actually use this autofill functionality and update multiple orders at once. I can either update from data that's already in the system, or I can update from new data. And as you'll see, it updates both of those lines for me with just a couple of clicks. Also within the Media Manager, I can generate the order directly to my vendor, so I'm not having to, again, pop out of this feature to do any of the work I need to do right now. And that can save a tremendous amount of time. I'll send my vendor the order. Then, after it processes and the vendor goes into the vendor portal and accepts the order, I can actually also keep track of that within the Media Manager and make changes as I need. So maybe the vendor did accept the order in the vendor portal for the first two lines, but because I made these changes, they haven't done that yet, and I have actually talked to them, so I'm going to update it myself. And all of this is reflected in, again, those multiple different places within Advantage. This customization can really help with efficiencies because it allows media professionals to make changes as you analyze different pieces to the puzzle to get the full picture in a clear and precise manner. Also, any changes you make to this grid it will actually save, and it allows you to leave the media manager and come back into a system that is set up just the way you like it. The media manager also increases the speed to which you work by using our automated calculations. As I mentioned in the intro and throughout this first part of the webinar, Advantage is a fully integrated system. So agencies utilizing our billing command center and our accounting module can actually help reduce agency liability by connecting all of these dots to their media orders. Allowing Advantage to track bills, reconcile invoices, and handle payments is where it gets really interesting. From the perspective of the media manager, a media professional can see AP and billing details. I am able to analyze that data from this window without having to go anywhere else in the system. You'll be able to see the actual amount posted. If there was an AP posted variance, that's a big deal right there. I can also see the billable amount, what has been billed, and if there are any adjustments to the orders after billing, I can see that here as well. So there really is no guesswork anymore. I can also communicate billing and AP approval through this window. I can either select one vendor at a time to approve that, or to help with efficiencies, I can select all of my vendors on this page and approve them directly here. This is automatically communicated to my accounting and billing team members, so no one is missing a beat. Now we have flowed through the life cycle of an order on a high level, but what about all the order details? There's a lot of opportunity in the media manager to see a ton of information. Utilizing these tabs, an agency can see even further detail about their order. You can see AP invoice detail, if there have been transactions or checks written or any documents that are signed to the order. Billing and invoices, you can see all of this from the billing command center. Also, an agency can update a vendor rep on the fly from here. So if your vendor rep changes, you don't have to go out of the media manager to update that. To talk about one final piece of the order jigsaw with the media manager before I move over to the digital campaign manager is invoice reconciliation. This can be a daunting task, but with Advantage, you can reconcile both broadcast and non-broadcast invoices. I'm going to touch on digital at the moment because I really like this actualized media plan option. We'll go further into the detail of that feature in the digital campaign manager, but just to show you an overview, just that little button shows me if there are invoices in the system for this digital vendor. Additionally, it shows me my planned rate and spend, and that's based off of my actual media plan. But then I get to see result data, and this information is coming from invoices that are entered through the finance and accounting features in Advantage. The system also automatically calculates if there's any differences here so that you as an agency can determine what to do with that information. You have an option to actualize your media plan, and again, we'll touch more of that in just a few minutes. I hope this has given you a good overview. Now I am happy to introduce my colleague Mike McGee. He will go into more detail of the actualized media functionality in his presentation of the Digital Campaign Manager.
Thank you, Courtney. This is Mike McGee, and I'm the Sales Director for the Southeast for Advantage. And I'm going to take this opportunity to give you a brief overview of our Digital Campaign Manager. The Digital Campaign Manager allows you to manage your digital media as well as other non-broadcast media campaigns based on the plan estimate compared to actual results achieved. In addition to getting a real-time view of the plan to actual results within this application, you can easily actualize your plans and roll forward the balances for any periods within the plan. The application itself is going to give you great insight into your digital and non-broadcast campaigns. Reporting will include charts and graphs that display impressions, clicks, and units, as well as spend and revenue comparisons, plan to actual, invoiced received indicators, and remaining days within the campaign, and much more information as needed. You can also export this information to produce client-facing reports, documents, and presentations. You have the opportunity to look at this information across the full flight, or you have the option to look at it across individual period breakdowns. The key here is looking at planned impressions and planned spend against your actual impressions and your actual spend based on invoices that have been received and entered into the system, typically in accounts payable. You have actualized options available at the top, which include the ability to roll forward just to the next month. You also have the ability to roll forward across all months within that flight, or you can do a weighted percentage across those remaining open months within the flight as well. You can also, lastly, do a no roll forward option, which would allow you just to true up that current period based on the actual impressions and spend, and then create revisions automatically for that and bill that revision very timely to your clients. Once you've actualized, it will allow you to create revised orders automatically in order to finalize the reconciliation and then trigger updated billing as needed. The big benefit gives you great insight into your digital campaigns as well as your non-broadcast media campaigns as well. You do no longer have to go back to your media plans and actualize those to get a true update of the performance of that plan. So in summary, what this application is going to allow you to do, it's going to help agencies in general work faster, smarter, and be much more efficient when it comes to managing their digital campaigns as well as other non-broadcast media campaigns. It's also going to ensure that invoices are not going to be missed when it comes to reconciliation, and that billings and revisions are done timely and nothing is left on the table. I appreciate the opportunity to show you this. Have a great day.
Okay, a quick recap. The Media Manager and the Digital Campaign Manager. These two features are part of our media module, which is a platform designed for planning and managing all media buys for all media types. If you are interested in having a demo Advantage, head on over to gotoadvantage.com and click on the button in the upper right hand corner. If you are already a Media Tools client and you have any questions for our support team, please contact them directly. If you need any help with the contact information, that's also available on our website. And don't forget, our user community is full of more helpful videos. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day.